Hey, City Center Baptist Church family, it's Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters. Digging Deeper question number 2 this week asks, what do you notice about Satan's access, activity, influence, and authority from his interaction with the Lord in Job 1 and 2 that both concerns and comforts you? Job chapters 1 and 2 are shocking in many respects. The book begins with an account of the righteousness of the main character, Job, who seemed to do everything right to please God. He wasn't self-righteous or trying to make himself righteous to gain God's favor. Rather, he was just an all-around good guy. And the Lord took notice, blessed him, and commended him to others. But someone else took notice of Job as well. The adversary in the book of Job apparently had some access to God's heavenly courtroom. That, to me, is alarming at first glance. The Lord asks Satan what he's been up to, and the response is basically, I've been keeping an eye on everyone and everything on earth. That's disconcerting too. But even more troublesome is the fact the Lord has a conversation with Satan, boasts on Job, and then permits Satan to destroy Job's life, family, wealth, and health. Why would the Lord allow himself to be seemingly goaded by Satan? Why satisfy Satan's bent to evil and mayhem? All of this appears on the surface to be of grave concern for anyone who would seek to follow the Lord by living to honor him. Godly living may lead to a giant target being fixed on the back of the righteous. Who needs that? This story could keep us up at night for fear of satanic attack if it weren't for one important detail. Satan could not do anything without the Lord's permission. Satan wanted to go after Job, but he couldn't unless the Lord allowed it. And as we make our way through Job's experience and his attempts at making sense of it, we see by the end that the Lord was in control all along. He had a purpose behind it all, even though Job wasn't told all the behind-the-scenes details. As Job's story concludes, his character is vindicated, God's blessing returns to his life in tangible, visible, public ways, and most of all, Job himself is satisfied by the Lord's proclamation of his absolute sovereignty over his creation. If interviewed today, Job would undoubtedly declare the suffering was worth it all, to know the Lord more fully and intimately, and to be assured of his sovereign plan. These ideas pop up in other places in Scripture. In 1 Chronicles 21 verse 1, Satan incited King David to make a foolish and arrogant decision that cost him and his people dearly. But the Lord was firmly in control of the situation. In Luke 22 verses 31 to 32, Satan demanded to wreck Peter's life, but Jesus promised to pray for him and that he would learn lessons through the experience to help others. And in 2 Corinthians 12 verses 7 through 10, the Apostle Paul noted that he was given a thorn in the flesh from Satan to keep Paul from becoming conceited. God was in control, and Satan was, unwittingly, accomplishing God's plans even while carrying out mischief. So be encouraged, Christian. God is in control. Keep trusting him whatever your circumstances. He will safely see you through to his everlasting kingdom. This has been Pastor Brad coming to you from DDQ headquarters.